Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tech Radio, where we discuss the latest topics on video games and technology. I'm TDK.
And I'm Tech.
And welcome back to this first episode. We're talking about, in this episode, Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. So, what do you think about that?
Okay, so it's a very interactive game with all of the new Pokemon. In Pokemon Moon, they have a new, really cool Pokemon. I don't really know what it's called. And in Pokemon Sun, they also have they're both legendary Pokemon. And they're really cool. They also introduced some newer Pokedex entries, and for some reason in Pokemon Sun, Pokedex entries are different than the ones in Pokemon Moon. It's really weird, and also they introduced a new Pokedex, which is basically Rotom in the older style of Pokedex.
Yeah, so first thing we're going to be talking about is the setting, and I'm just going to briefly tell you guys about the setting. The game is starts out in Alola.
The Alola region.
Yeah, the Alola region, composed entirely of islands, so it's islands. So yeah, and that's just basically about what we have in the setting and where you start out, basically. And then a lot about the plot. I'm gonna just tell you guys basically. You start out, you're him or her with Professor Kukui. Yeah, Professor Kukui. You're a starter Pokemon trainer, and you reach the Kakuna's residence in Iki Town, but they find the town square empty. Professor Kukui has asked the player to find the townspeople, and they looked all around. So that's basically what we have about the plot, and now we're gonna get straight into what we really are putting this episode to. What we think. What are our opinions about Pokemon Sun and Moon? And what do we think that they could improve, and what do we think that they could or what do we think about that, and about that they made it and stuff like that. So what do you think about that?
So first of all, I think this game is based off of a lot of the Legend of Zelda games. I watched gameplay of it, and it reminded me of Wind Waker for some odd reason.
It did me too.
I think it was just the graphics.
And I've played this game in person before, and Pokemon Moon.
Yeah, but it was a short while.
Yeah, I just played it for a short while, yes.
And you can get it on 2DS and 3DS, and it's also a pretty fun game.
It really is.
And there's the 4-island challenge. You're supposed to go around collecting the Z crystals. And I think the 4-island challenge is the thing that'll make it be most confusing for me, because I'm not the best at any Legend of Zelda game, and if there's anything that I had to travel, I'm gonna be terrible at it.
Yes. But I think I'm gonna talk about like my opinions on the release at E3, or it was actually
they announced
it at E3, not the release.
E3
but
2016 by Shigeru Omori.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about why I think this game was a success, but I also think there's some pros and cons about it.
Yes.
Because I think it was a success because it's a really good game. It has a good storyline. It has a really good storyline. But on the other hand,
the
graphics just aren't cutting edge, and
it's just the best the 3DS can hold.
And we're in 2016. Honestly, we're in 2016, and
yeah, those are 2000. In my opinion, it was in 2013.
And the audio, they didn't. It seems like to me, I don't know. This is just my personal opinion. You do not have to quote me on this, but this is just my personal opinion. But I don't think that they had to make it because. Okay, so
it reminds me of a lot of the DS games.
If you play the game, I'm not gonna put a slide over the screen. But if you play the game, I might. But if you play the game, you notice that there's no voice actor.
Yes, acting. They should have put. And it's 2016. Come on.
I
think has that stuff.
They just left the voice acting out, but they even made moving mouths, and they they had the words, but they had the subtitles. But I just thought, it's not as cutting edge as we thought it would be. It's just not as.
It's not as 2016 as we thought it would
be. We thought it would be a little bit better, but I gotta say, Pokemon Sun and Moon is a really good game. It is.
Yes.
So yeah. So that's about all we have to say about Pokemon Sun and Moon. Please join us next time. Apart from that, we hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Apart from that, we hope you enjoyed. We'll see you later. Bye.
Guys.